Now, Wave News at 6.
Tonight, police in Louisville are once again trying to figure out how a popular spot for local nightlife was turned into a crime scene overnight. 3 men were shot on Baxter Avenue in the popular Highlands neighborhood last night. 2 of them died, and while the investigation continues, so do calls for change. This is Wave News at 6. I'm Jolles. It all happened early this morning, right around 1:45 a.m. Police were called to a spot on Baxter Avenue, popular for young folks to visit on a night out, right outside O'Shea's Irish Pub in Baxter 942. Those are 2 bars. When police got there, they found 2 men who had been shot. One would die on scene. The other would die at the hospital. Police would later find out a 3rd man who had also been shot took himself to the hospital. He should be okay. It's not the first time this area of town has seen this kind of violence, though. Just within the past hour, the Metro Councilman who represents this area, Ben Reno-Weber, gave his reaction.
Violence is a public health epidemic. And like any public health epidemic, the best way to address it is upstream with the people who feel like this is the best alternative that they have in their lives. The lack of hope, the lack of opportunity leads them to this kind of engagement and behavior.
Reno-Weber says he believes this shooting was gang-related. He's hoping an increase in police patrols and action by Metro Alcoholic Beverage Control will curb this violence. Alina Noakes is going to have much more on his response tonight at 11. And it's not just local leaders with safety concerns. Many folks who live and work in this area also now have their own fears. But as Wave News reporter Kirsten Foote shows us, it's not their first time experiencing this kind of violence.
Neighbors who live in the Highlands off Baxter Avenue tell me they're outraged at Sunday morning's shooting, and they're calling for a change. This was a scene Sunday morning in the 900 block of Baxter Avenue. LMPD says police were called out on a report of shots fired. 1 man was found dead at the scene, another taken to U of L Hospital where he later died, and a 3rd victim took himself to the hospital where he should survive. Jeremy Lane lives in the area, and after getting off work, he stopped by this dog park, part of his normal routine, until chaos broke out.
I grabbed her and just sat behind a tree for like 2 hours as I watched cops running around with shotguns looking for whoever did this.
Jeremy says he stayed there for a couple hours until he felt it was safe to head home. Elsewhere in the neighborhood, residents tell me they were woken up after hearing and seeing people running away from the scene. Many say they're no stranger to violence spilling into their streets from Baxter Avenue.
You no longer can go out at night and feel safe.
Jeremy Ryan is one of those people. He's lived in the area for the last 25 years, and last year he was a victim of gun violence on Baxter Avenue himself.
I was delivering food, and these 2 kids were like fighting over tennis shoes, and I got caught in the crossfire, and you know, it scraped the side of my leg.
Ryan says he's noticed a change in the area over the last several years.
When I moved here in 1997, you could walk around in the middle of the night, you were okay. It's not like that anymore. People are aggressive, people are scared, you know, and people have guns, and people are jumpy right now.
While Ryan says it's disappointing to see crime unfold near his home, it's the neighborhood he loves and doesn't plan on moving. Whereas other neighbors in the area tell me after Sunday morning's incident, it's something they'll consider. There are no known suspects at this time, but anyone with information can call LMPD's anonymous tip line. It's 502-574-LMPD. Kirsten Foote, Wave News.
All right, Kirsten, thank you. Now to the Parkland neighborhood where another person was shot this morning. It happened just before 9 on Hazel Street. That's right off of I-264. Officers found a man there who had been shot. First responders took him to the hospital and he should survive. LMPD says there are also no suspects in this case. Well, switching gears now, after an exciting 2 weeks, the Paris Olympics are officially over. Here's a live look at Paris right now. A beautiful night, the Eiffel Tower there, and the closing ceremony of the Olympics just ended. The USA once again coming out a big winner this year, Dusty Baker. He's going to have a final recap and a look at medal totals later in sports. Meantime, back here at home, we're enjoying another lovely night of cool summer weather, and meteorologist Carson Meredith joins me now to talk about how long it's going to last. Carson, please tell me just a few more days.
Yeah, Ward, for sure. Maybe the next day or 2, in fact, we'll keep these low to mid 80s around. The only problem, if you want to call it a problem, is we got some small rain chances and more clouds. You see those clouds are moving in tonight. That, of course, our view out at Huber's on our Starlight Indiana SkyTrack camera. But look at these temperatures. It is 6 o'clock in the evening in the middle of August, And we're all in the 70s. Well, the only exception is Lexington and Owensboro, where it's 80 on the dot. Here in Louisville, it's 79, 73 in Shelbyville and LaGrange, 79 in Salem, 75 in Paoli, and it's 75 in E-Town. Really nice evening ahead. Radar's nice and quiet. That trend will continue as a big dome of high pressure is keeping us nice and quiet. Some of those clouds will continue to stream in this evening as well, but nothing of concern whatsoever. It'll be a cool night once again with temperatures here in the city in the low 60s when you wake up Monday morning, upper 50s outside of town. But all good things must come to an end, and I've got new information on our storm chances for the end of this new work week coming up in just a few minutes, Ward.
All right, Carson, thank you. Kentucky is now accepting applications for disaster unemployment assistance after severe storms back in May. Anyone who lost their jobs or had their work interrupted by the storms from the 21st through the 27th will be able to apply. The assistance will be available to people working in 15 Kentucky counties. You can find a complete list of qualifications and instructions on how to apply on wave3.com. Well, tomorrow marks the beginning of week 2 in the classroom for JCPS students. So far, transportation has gone a lot smoother than last year. That's in part due to there being less routes this year for bus drivers to attend to. After last year's problems, the district decided to cut busing to many traditional and magnet schools. That decision has sparked criticism from many families, and now this. Those are JCPS students from the group HHN2L. That stands for Hip Hop Into Learning, singing Where My Bus At. The group was founded to provide African American youth a platform to use hip hop music, videos, and travel to make positive changes in their community and government. And now the group is using their platform as a way to call attention to the JCPS kids left without transportation this year.
Our students, have been dealing with busing for the past year. And a few months ago, they said they wanted to write this song about busing in their own way. And that's what leads us here today, their song called Where's My Bus At?
The music video was produced by students, the song written by students, and it now has about 10,000 views on YouTube. We're going to hear more about how the song Where My Bus At came to be from the leaders behind Hip Hop Into Learning coming up tonight at 11. Norton Children's has named a new pediatric cancer chief. Dr. Michael Ferguson will be stepping into the new role. He'll be coming from Riley Children's Health in Indianapolis, where he specialized in pediatric hematology and oncology. At Norton, he'll be in charge of the team treating cancer and blood disorders in children. He began his position August 1st and will start seeing patients in September. Well, coming up on Wave News at 6, a bizarre piece of Kentucky history is back home. We'll tell you about it and what it has to do with the infamous Kentucky meat shower. Yeah. Plus, it's officially mosquito season and several mosquitoes already tested positive for West Nile virus in our area. We've got tips on how to deal with the bugs. Up next.